day 002 of being intentionally homeless. The shit is getting real now. Day 003. No, I have no clue how a P.O. box works.
Day 004.
Right, yeah, that should have happened this morning. A cuff came.
005 of being intentionally homeless. And my feet are frozen.
Realizing this duffel is not a good idea.
Day 0006 of being intentionally.
Let's rewind from the beginning so we can understand why this all happened, right? 2018, got done playing football, finished average as fuck. Ex broke up with me, boo-hoo, cry about it. Energy can't be destroyed, but it can be converted. So I converted that shit into becoming a beast. Then, to fill the missing void, I got fucked up for the next month every weekend, blacked out with my boy. Yep. We said, is this gonna be our life? Nah. J&J Forever Hungry Rose, our own personal fitness and entertainment brand. Instructional videos, funny ones, motivational content, went to fitness events. We did everything to build that brand, but it wasn't his dream to be a creator and artist of life. That was mine. He had to follow his own, becoming a doctor in physical therapy, which he just graduated this past weekend. Let's go! But, yeah, so we had to end J&J, fail, next. And also within that, we had Amway products, which we did for 6 months, try to sell nutritional products and soap, and that shit was ass. Fail. Next. Then JaycationTv arose, trying to make vacation my life and my brand. I traveled for fucking a month straight, and then through 2021, I went from Florida, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, went to Virginia, did this horse polo match, and went to New York, Atlantic City, went to my first strip club out there, and then went to Idaho, San Diego, LA, Ocean City, back to Maryland. Didn't work. 2020 to 2021 fail. Next. Cousin invited me to do a runway event randomly, then found myself professionally modeling runways, implied photo shoots, got really comfortable being naked in front of a camera, magazines, but that was to be continued. Really ended in 2021. Fail. Next. Then I got on Naked and Afraid of Love. My perspective and appreciation went through the roof, fell into something. I'll leave it there. No love found. Fuck it. No attention came from the show either, because it was a solid C-. It was like making a half-court shot. Fail. Next. I said I need to leverage this credibility as a personal brand. Junge J. Started doing dance videos in the middle of the medians with motivational quotes. Tried everything to do that, to step up my comfort zone. Traveled with the $10,000 I got from the show and found the best environment I could ask for to build my personal brand. To get on more reality TV shows, national commercials, modeling opportunities, and that was temptation as a playmaker, walking vibe, and modern day hype man, and sexually driven lifeguard on crack. I'm not leaving here until I get on another reality TV show, period. Then the diagnosis of genital herpes, HSV2. All the goals were obliterated, and I had to foster and understand all the emotions I was going through. The first one was shame. How could I think that this behavior of having unprotected sex would not have a consequence? And then questioning, how is this going to affect my sex life and everyone I have sex with? Can I ever love again? Or does anybody ever love me? There's no more reality TV for me. So what do? Fuck it. Nobody has ever talked to me about this, and nobody has ever told me, so why should I do the same? I know pure ignorance, I know, and denial, but my ego got inflated, and I was vulnerable with everything except for this one aspect of me, and that can affect others' life, and I said, fuck it. I'm taking this to the grave, and nobody has to know forever. Guess what? Truth always catches up to you. You can't dodge the energy. To be continued, and I will get back to how I felt within the situation. They don't allow people with genital herpes on dating shows. I need to make my own show and really build my brand. Dancing in the medians ends 2022. Fail. Next. Arose interviews in the most popular spot, downtown Cancun, Hotel Zone, speaking on controversial topics about mindset, open relationships, and entertainment. And even after 12 or 14 hours working at Temptation, I went to go after my fucking dream. But guess what? It was ass.
You don't want to know? You want to know the voices in my head and what they're saying? They're saying your boy is frustrated. Your boy is kind of upset. Guess what? I understand that no one gives a fuck about my feelings, bro. You know what? Success doesn't give a fuck about how I feel. It cares about the content I post. It cares about results. That's it. That's it. It doesn't matter how I feel about being told no 1,000 times or that getting one interview in an hour.
One person every hour of me standing out there. Fuck that. And it wasn't authentic to me either. And I already knew other people were doing this, so fail. Next. What am I gonna do? Said I have to leave Temptation, saying I can find a way to build what I did at Temptation for myself. There was a problem. I traveled to distract my mind from the one part of me I wasn't honest with myself and everyone else around me. Genital herpes. Until I gave it to a woman. I realized this was something she was going to live with the rest of her life. And I never thought that this would happen, or at least I let myself believe that. I spiraled. Finally, when I was completely broke, couch surfing and thinking of the pain I could have done, not only to her, but others I wasn't honest with, my birthday happened. People tell me, Jay, you changed my life. I can look at myself in the mirror because the time and words shared and your energy is incomparable to anything I've seen. Imposter syndrome hit at the highest level, and it hit hard. Got all of you. I lied to all my family, my friends, and sexual partners because I was insecure, selfish, and needed attention and validation, and I was hurt. Hurt people, and I thought if I was vulnerable with everything and put as much energy and became as present as possible with every person I'm in contact with, I could make everyone love me enough so I would never have to come to truth with this. You can't run away from the truth. The energy will always follow. So I told every woman on my birthday the truth. Only one I know who contracted it was the woman who told me. And I guess I can live with myself better knowing that. Then I ran away to Alaska, where I learned about letting go, accepting change, and understanding I can't control how they perceive me, and overall expressing the imperfect version of myself in every aspect. Most importantly, I learned how to be completely and utterly in solitude alone. I answer the questions that are in my head, and I don't run from them. I understand there's beauty in every experience. The balance comes from not only showing everyone the good, but letting vulnerability become the superpower and strength and purpose. I fiend for high-level conversations and elevation, and once I left the boat, I said I will live intentionally. If living intentionally meant I was going to be homeless, you better believe I was going to live it the fuck up before the suffering. So I took my ass to Europe for a whole ass month. To start that journey, I lost my phone right before getting on my flight to Europe. That first stop was Italy, and I ended up giving away 150 euros, which is $220, to a crackhead, for him to smoke it all in front of me for the next 12 to 16 hours. I needed to live that experience because there's beauty within every single experience possible. And had some Italian cooking, had my first sexual experience with a man, Italian pizza, pasta, and hung out with some university kids that I missed them already. And then I took my ass to Madrid, where I got kicked out of a club for wearing a Power Ranger suit, and went to the botanical garden where we smelled lavender, rosemary, and thyme. Then we went to Madrid's women's soccer game, where it was Real Madrid against Chelsea, and I found my wife. Danced a bit, and then ate some good shit.
Then I bounced over to Amsterdam where I decided to buy some pepperoni cheese. Worked out in the middle of the city where everything drew you in the best way possible. Had dinner in this 360 rotating tower, which was definitely one of the best experiences I had yet. Then took my ass to Germany where I met up with friend Tori. Ate at this church concert dinner hall. Found out a comedy may be in my future. Then trained my way to Hamburg, where I got to see my best friends Mark and Julia. Got introduced to Schlager. It's like German music, and really inspired. It's a lot of culture within it. Had some German beer, went to Kit Kat Sex Club, and that shit was nice and real. And lastly on my tour, took my talents to Belgium, where I saw London and needed a bunch of fun shit. Endless fun shit. And now, of course, where are we now?
We are intentionally homeless in Phoenix, Arizona, ready to go all in on what I've delayed my gratification for. The Jungle Story, bringing stories to reality. Now check the next post out for what all this means and why I'm going intentionally homeless. Let's change the world one person at a time. Much love, keep spreading it, goddamn, yeah!